Night and Day back again.
Yes, we are back.
Last episode we got Cloud back, and now we're in a rush to get the last piece of the huge materia, which is an underwater dock in the city of Junon. But first, now that we got Cloud back in the party, we're going to go back to Nibelheim, back to where some crap really hit the fan long ago. What's up, dog? What up, dog? Oh, you have a sad life.
Perfect. Yeah, that is very sad, actually. I feel really bad for you.
So now we want to head to the Shinra Manor.
Ooh, okay.
I think we can also do something with Tifa's piano here. But, yeah, let's check that out real quick since we're right here.
Alright.
This is not Tifa's house.
Not Tifa's house.
Oh, so you know what? Now that we're past that point, I can tell you. Back when we were first here in Cloud's flashback, there was a time, if you remember, there was like some of the people in the town talked to him differently, and two of the people were two little kids, where the bigger sister said something, and then the little brother would always repeat it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were really cute, and if you talk to the brother alone, he wouldn't say anything. But if you talk to the sister first, the sister would say something, and then the brother would repeat it.
Right.
So yeah, this is Tifa's house. Upstairs is the piano. And we might be able to get something from it by screwing around with the keys. I don't know if we have to play something very specific or not.
Right.
We can do the jam on it or whatnot. I remember? I don't know. So we might have to actually do the specific theme song.
Right,
because he played that, or they showed it at one point. And we're not going to do that because we don't have it. But yeah, so the brother would always repeat what the sister said. Right. And then later when we came back here, and after the incident, when we came back here in present day, and everybody was acting like nothing had ever happened, the Shinra people had basically initiated this giant cover-up. Right. And there were a bunch of Black Cloak Sephiroth people here for the reunion. Yeah, right. You can exit this. It didn't. See if you can just... But anyway, when we came back, two of the people in the black cloaks had said... One of the people in the black cloaks wouldn't say anything when you talked to him, and the other one said... you know, one of the typical lines like reunion or Sephiroth or something like that. Right. Yeah. But in that room, there were two of them together, and whenever one of them said Sephiroth, then the little one would say Sephiroth too. Oh, wow. So the implication was those kids were those Black Cloak Sephiroth clone people were those kids. Wow. Okay. So after the whole event, all right. So it looks like we're out of here. This is not working. So if we play the specific song there and do it the right way, I think we can get something for Tifa. It might be her final limit break, something like that. Oh, wow, okay. Huh. But yeah. Let me not go through Tifa's... We would have to look that up in order to get it. So we'll just head back to the mansion and go into the underground area where we found Sephiroth before. Okay, right. So we go upstairs into the secret staircase downstairs. We don't have to unlock anything anymore. Sweet. I think there are still encounters here. But, So after Sephiroth burnt the town, Shinra rebuilt the town. And on top of that, it wasn't just that they rebuilt the town. They also, any survivors, Hojo used in the experimentation. Right. Man, that is ridiculous. So, yeah, even the kids were used in that way and just experimented on and turned into... injected with the Genova cells. Right. My God. So for pretty much everyone from that town has, like Nibelheim, has really faced some dark times because it burned down, got used as like all the residents got used for experiments, everything. Yeah. So when we were back here at that part, I was telling you, those people were talking a little bit funny. Do you remember? Or you didn't quite remember that that's what it was referencing. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Man, that is crazy to see. You have to hit yes again. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. What? So, yeah. Crap out of it. So that's the only place where they really throw in that concept, where they throw in the hint and drive it home. Oh, yeah, that's who the Black Cloak people were. They were the actual residents of Nibelheim who survived the fire and then were injected with Genova cells. Yeah. To replicate the Sephiroth experiment, which is kind of a crap way to do the experiment because Sephiroth was injected with the Genova cells at birth, like in the womb. That's what made Sephiroth different.
Right,
like
right.
the Genova experiment was... So injecting a whole bunch of other people later is part of the reunion theory because the Genova cells do attract. So Hojo got that part right.
Right, right.
But...
if it has to incubate or grow in some way, shape, or form, and they're just injecting it with like kind of everybody,
yeah,
then now you're like just
here we go.
You know, running a stupid experiment, I guess.
Yeah, it's not an apples to apples experiment. You're not going to reproduce exactly what happened if you don't also do it in vitro.
Wow.
So yeah, this, now that we've had Cloud have the revelation, we're seeing what really happened. A long time ago down here, we saw Subject A and Subject B, and there were a whole bunch of notes about them.
Yeah, right, right. Now you get to see who they actually were.
Yes. So Subject A and Subject B, this explains what happened to Cloud. This fills in some of the missing gaps. Subject A was a member of Soldier, the notes said. And the experiment had no effect on him.
Right.
Subject B was not a member of Soldier. So at the beginning, that made you think, oh, Subject B could not be Cloud because he was a member of Soldier.
In Soldier, right, right.
But then you found out later, no, he was never in Soldier. Zack was in Soldier.
Yeah.
Cloud was military grunt number 258.
Exactly, yeah.
So Zack found a way to make a plan.
And actually break them out.
Yep.
And Zack is the one that's responsible for Cloud being alive today, I guess.
And Cloud was in this already, similar to way we found him later, he was in this Mako hallucinatory state from all this overdose of Mako and Genova cell injection, which probably didn't have an effect on Subject A, Zack, because he was already in Soldier. And they already kind of, you know... they give those people in Soldier the Mako treatment and the Genova cell treatment.
Right, right.
So that's why it had no effect on him.
Yeah.
So it all kind of starts to make more sense that way.
Definitely, definitely. Wow. It smells a little, but don't complain. You look pretty good with that. Oh, that's his uniform. Actually, yeah. Wow.
So Cloud is still in an ooga booga state. You can see him doing the flip out motions.
Yo, old man, we at Midgar yet?
Shut up! You're lucky I even give you a ride. So yeah, this scene really shouldn't have been optional because it fills in so many cool blanks.
Yeah, really. This is awesome that they just threw that in there, though, and it definitely fills in tons of missing details in the story there.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do once we get to Midgard? Yeah, he's still in his hubbub kind of state. I know what I'm gonna do. I got a place I can crash for a while. No way. The mother lives there too.
Yeah, he's talking about Aerith's house.
Guess that's out, yeah.
So yeah, Zack has a huge fan following. Like, a lot of people like Zack more than Cloud. Because Zack was the actual legitimate original badass who went to Soldier, passed the tests, made it into Soldier, and was the legit hero.
Exactly, yeah.
And he's like much more outgoing and social and all that. Whereas Cloud was more of a shy type,
like
or at least
withheld kind of guy.
Yeah,
like,
maybe not shy, but like more awkward or isolationist, maybe.
Yeah, or more of a hermit, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so he wasn't as outgoing, and he didn't actually make it into Soldier.
Right.
Well, we'll find that out in a minute. We can keep seeing more of this cutscene.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zack has a huge fan base. Some people like him a lot more than Cloud. I mean, Cloud, of course, probably has a much, much larger fan base overall because he's the face of Final Fantasy VII and the face of the franchise as a whole, almost. If you're gonna say one game has a hero that represents the series more, like we've said before, it's Cloud. He's the one who's been in the most cross-media stuff.
Right, right.
Actually, maybe not. Because Noctis was in, if you count everything that they tried to do for 15, I don't know. Cloud was also in a CGI movie and also in an anime and in Super Smash Brothers, so it's probably still Cloud.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's more popular than Noctis for sure. Anyway.
Want to start a business?
Yeah.
What could we do? Hey, Cloud. Think there's anything I'd be good at? Hey, old guy. What do you think I'll be good at?
What are you yapping about? You're still young, ain't you? Young folks should try everything. You gotta pay your dues while you're young. Go out and look for what you really want.
Try everything. That's easy for him to say. And yeah, there he goes. Constant exercise.
Yep. So I don't know why you would think that you're renouncing. I guess maybe because Sephiroth lost his shite. Zack is like, oh, I'm done with Shinra and all the military, but it's not like he was fired. Sephiroth's the one who like burnt a town to the ground and attacked his own troops for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I would think your job's still secure in soldier, Zack.
Yeah, if he worked so hard for it, he's so willing to like give it all up. I guess he knows that Shinra's, the one that put him in the tank.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Yeah, that makes perfect sense then.
Yeah, he's not gonna want to like further on with them.
Yeah.
I guess if they were running experiments, and I guess now he also gets to see firsthand what Cloud is going through, what they're responsible for with him too. It doesn't seem like they had much of a relationship, but at least now he knows it's like, oh, they're doing terrible things to people. Kind of thing.
Yeah, and him specifically, like you said, they threw him in the test tube. Hojo tried to experiment on him. He knows that's part of Shinra, so if he escaped from that, he's like, oh, there's no going back.
Exactly, yeah.
And why would you want to if they're willing to do that to their own people?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. Hey, of course. Wait, that's you.
I got more brains and skill than most other guys. That settles it. I'm gonna become a mercenary. Yeah, thanks, Pops.
Hey, didn't you even hear a word I said?
Listen, I'm gonna become a mercenary, and that's that. Boring stuff, dangerous stuff, anything for money. I'm gonna be rich. So, Cloud, what are you gonna do?
No, wait, you got it all wrong.
Just kidding. I won't leave you hanging like that. Oh, that's nice. We're friends, right? Mercenaries, Cloud. That's what you and me are gonna be. Understand, Cloud?
Yeah, there was a cool part. They put part of this flashback in the CGI movie, the Advent Children Final Fantasy VII movie.
Yeah.
Where they flash back to that. Not the whole thing, but they had the scene where Zack's like, we're friends, right? And that it was all in like amazing, like almost photorealistic graphics.
Oh,
so it
wow.
looked awesome. Cloud still.
Oh.
Cloud still off.
Oh
his feet.
my God.
And yeah. What do you want to do with him?
Oh. Forget it. Just leave him.
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. 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 Sure, sir. Yes, sir. It's raining, sir.
Man. They demolished Zack.
Yep. Of course, they made this whole thing play out much more heroically in Zack's. They made a prequel game after this.
Okay.
It was for a handheld system, PSP. Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII. But, and then Cloud crawls over, grabs the Buster Sword, and the rest, as they say, is history. Wow. I guess he does find a train to ride into town on, because that's where he ended up.
So he still has some semblance of, like, a grip on reality kind of thing, but just enough to, like, make it to town, and that's about it.
Yeah, like, at that point, that was where he was starting, the Mako poisoning or whatnot started to wear off, like, right at that point.
Right.
And when he got to town, he was still like, and he still couldn't talk right when people started talking to him. Oh, head in the, check or you can go to the back room and check the reports again, and then there's also something we can check on the tubes. But these things now make much more sense. I think we can still read them. Yeah. So now, escapee reports. Now we know who exactly escaped. So regular number X.
Yeah.
That's Cloud.
That is awesome. Okay.
Yep. So this game, like, the replay value is really cool because it's like a mystery novel that's, like, well done, where the blanks, once they fill in, everything,
like, all the pieces start falling into place, and you never know when they're going to fall into place, but you have to trust that later on, like, things will make a lot more sense as you expand the story more.
Yeah. And there's so many pieces of foreshadowing to appreciate every step of the way.
Right,
it wasn't just like one hint of foreshadowing and then one big plot twist and later, oh, okay, so that's why that meant that.
Right,
and that's it. It's like throughout the entire story, there's hints to it. There's Tifa's perspective, Cloud's perspective, stuff between Aerith and Sephiroth that all means something that's connected to ending things. But you see it, and it's all there for you to see early on.
And yeah, so you can like kind of start forging your own ideas, like what does this mean, like what was and what actually happened, that kind of thing. And I think it's even better in that way with all that foreshadowing. You start to build your own kind of. It's like what the heck is going on? Maybe this or this or this.
Right.
And then when you have your own ideas, some of them could be right, a lot of them probably not, because you have yet to see just the depth and the intricacies of what happened.
Right.
And then when they get shattered into like this very grand, well thought out plot, it's very, very cool to see it play out in real time.
Yeah, because even right here at this part, you would be forming your own opinions. Oh, escapee A was probably Cloud because he was from Soldier.
Exactly.
And escapee B is still out there. I wonder if we'll ever find him.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep, A shot for resisting. So that was like, oh, so A can't be Cloud, or could it have been Cloud and he survived the shot?
Yeah, right. And then B escaped through A's attempt. And yeah, you want to believe that Cloud is the one that's doing all the saving or breaking out and all that kind of stuff. It makes sense. Like, he's the protagonist. Like,
and he's from Soldier.
Yeah, he has to be the badass that's the one responsible for this.
Yeah.
But it's actually Zack the whole time.
Yeah, the tubes. There we go. So
let's see, Project Specimen B. Scratch left by a fingernail inside the beaker.
So they were talking to each other. Let's get out of here.
Oh, nice.
And B, Specimen A, is code Z. Z for Zack, C for Cloud.
Feeding time. That's our chance. Very cool. So, yeah, they formed a plan all like together. Zack was the one that implemented it, broke out Cloud. And the rest, yeah, like you said, is history.
Yeah, but Cloud succumbed to the Mako poisoning before he could help be part of the plan or anything.
Right, yeah. Actually, let me see if there's something on here.
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much everything we can do here. The rest are supposed to be books that Sephiroth tore from the shelves.
Right.
And his rampant quest
rage
for knowledge.
Yes.
All right, so now we can get out of here and go to the Junon reactor.
Nice.
So yeah, this is such a cool cutscene. Like you said, it brings events together, it fills in the blanks, and really ties in a lot of nice, fun information. And without this, you really don't see much about Zack in this game at all.
Wow. It's kind of unfortunate because Zack is a really cool kind of plot twist in this. Like, yeah. It's funny because when it's with Aerith and you're like, oh, Aerith had an ex-boyfriend or whatever, that you think that's going to be the end of it. Like, that's all you care about as Aerith being Cloud's love interest.
Right. She's just a little character development for Aerith.
Exactly.
He's.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And now he just turns out to be this major plot point in the story, and it's insane.
Yeah, it's really well done. Love how they tie it all together. I'm sure it won't be actually for the remake. When they get to this point, it won't be optional. All the flashbacks and everything are going to be completely, well, they'll put a ton of attention to it, I mean, anything that they devote that much time and development for, they're going to put into and make the player actually see it. Like, there won't be optional characters. Yuffie will join when she joins. Vincent will join when she joins. Because now you can't... They don't have things like that with AAA development where it takes that many man-hours to put in... Oh, we finally got there!
Nice. Took a little while, but we finally pulled through.
Alright. Now Tifa can switch to level 2, limit. Yeah, he can cure everybody up. He doesn't really have to, actually, because we're going to just head straight back to the extra.
Yeah, that is true. So let me throw that limit on there now, so we don't forget. That is finally, we got there.
Yeah, and Cloud's allowed to get kills again. Oh no, he doesn't need kills ever again. If he uses his level 3 limit break 8 or 10 times or whatnot, he'll open up level 3 part 2.
Okay. I'm guessing, yeah, there's nobody else in this town.
Yeah, we're done. We'll meet you guys at Junon.
Indeed.
Yes, we've regained Cloud. He has taken the role, the mantle of leader once again. And the world is spinning because his brain was spinning. His brain had melted. He went to the live stream, got a big dunk of Mako right in his face. And yeah, Tifa brought him out of that. And that was great.
Right, yeah.
She was sticking by his side no matter what. Even at the expense of the party, she's like, F you guys, I'm sticking with Cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
But, she was incredibly loyal and decided to stay with him because after the whole thing with Sephiroth in the Northern Crater, Cloud thought that he was not the real Cloud. So Sephiroth said Cloud was not the real Cloud, and Cloud even came to believe it because his memories were so effed up, and the harder he thought about it, he was like, I really can't explain all these things Sephiroth is saying. But...
Right. Yeah.
Then Tifa didn't back him up. He was like, don't worry, Tifa. Everything he's saying is just bullshit. I know there's been places where I can't remember, but none of that matters, right? Because it's all just lies. You can tell me that's truth. And then Tifa was like, nope.
Yeah.
And so Cloud lost his shit at that point and gave the black materia to Sephiroth and started walking on the ceiling. And everybody thought, even Cloud thought, that, hey, you know what? I was just created. I'm not the real Cloud. I was created by freaking Sephiroth.
Right, yeah, exactly. So
oh, wow.
That's... Yeah, it's kind of insane that... Tifa really is the only reason that Cloud is back here.
Right, right. At first, she didn't speak up for him. But then later, after the fact, Cloud was convinced he was an experiment created by Hojo, and because of that, he gave the black materia to Sephiroth, and because of that, everyone in the party was convinced that he was an experiment created by Hojo. Cloud and Red 13 were saying stuff like, yeah, man, I thought it was real. I thought it was really him too. I didn't know. And like these comments, like basically, yeah, it was a created construct kind of being. But then Tifa at that point was like, no, it's definitely him. I'm going to believe no matter what. And she tracked him down, found him, and nursed his poor broken little brain back to health. So if only Tifa had that insight earlier on where she was like, you know what, all we need to do is you need to think of a memory that I don't know. Then we know you're the real you, and Sephiroth's lying out his ass. If she would have just thought of that at the Northern Crater, we would have avoided so much freaking carnage, and Sephiroth wouldn't have the damn black materia. So excellent job being the most loyal person known to mankind, Tifa, but shit job for doing it just an hour later than you needed to do it.
Yeah, exactly. All of this could have been prevented, and I mean, if that was prevented, then he wouldn't have had the black materia in the first place. He wouldn't have had really a plan anymore. He would have been stuck. He's still super powerful and whatever, but he can't like take on the world anymore if he doesn't have that. Right.
It's a big difference between being this super powerful entity that can roam the spiritual kind of plane and being able to use this magic that can destroy the entire world.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you know what? Let's check down here for new weapons, even though I really doubt there's going to be any. Hello, do you happen to have weapons from...
Yeah, that far surpass anything you've ever seen.
Yeah, alright, he's got nothing. So that was kind of funny. Priscilla, the little girl who Cloud administered CPR to way back.
Yeah, way back
when.
when.
The keeper of Mr. Dolphin. She's like, hey, you fell in the live stream. Dude, you got to be more careful because we're going to get married one day. She's still on point with that.
At least she's consistent. Her feelings haven't wavered. Guess Tifa has a lot to worry about. This poor young girl.
Priscilla is going to steal Cloud away from
Yeah,
Tifa.
exactly.
Well, Cloud isn't necessarily 100% decided on being with Tifa at this point in the game. Because he still harbors feelings for Aerith, or depending on how you play the game, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, in some ways yes, and in some ways no, because certain cutscenes that we'll see later like reflect that he still understands or has certain feelings for Aerith. I guess what those feelings may be can be left open to interpretation of the player depending on your choices that you did.
Okay. So you might actually... so you don't necessarily influence whether they get set or not, but it's just like that's in Cloud's internal monologue regardless.
Yeah, external even.
Oh wow, okay.
What? This dude just blurts it out. So, hey, we're getting huge materia at the underwater reactor. When they're done, they'll bring it to this airport. Get out of here before you get in the way. Oh, me? I'm going to be watching from here so that I don't get in their way either. Wait, if this is where you're not in the way, then I don't need to get out of here.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Make up your mind.
And stop telling every random stranger you see the plan for your company.
Yeah, exactly. Those top secret military plans. Hello? Is there anything we can get out of here? I
guess that is like a soldier uniform, right? So he probably thinks they're on the same team.
Oh, that's true. You would think they would give... what do you call it? They would give kind of status updates about Cloud and the party and...
Yeah, you would think so, because Cloud and the party are now Shinra's #1 enemy. So,
yeah. I mean,
besides Sephiroth, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys are all about getting the huge materia to the reactor. Oh, what? There's freaking encounters here?
Huh.
Alright, if you guys insist.
Shinra soldiers, yeah. That gun. It's insane.
I wonder if it has anything to steal, as Tifa starts her cover counterattack strat.
Yeah. Oh my god. That looks so insane.
And it fires a giant missile at Tifa for minor amount of damage.
Of course, yeah.
She hits it, it spins crazy.
It would be even more hilarious if it spun and it was pointing towards one of its allies.
Man, Tifa's covering like a champ. It seems like it's much higher than 40%.
Yeah, it's like almost every time.
Yeah. I love this.
The animations on it, they did great with that. And it's such minimal damage too, even though it looks so daunting.
Oh god. Whenever I have Tifa steal from one of the soldiers, that soldier inevitably dies, and then she ends up stealing from the giant 6-shooter revolver thing again, where there's nothing to steal, and we've seen that message enough already. Oh, the missile thing is a counterattack. That's what's going on there.
Oh.
Okay, so we gotta stop attacking him because, damn, that's a long animation.
Yeah. Oh my god. There we go.
Alright.
Slow and steady, I guess.
Alright. Red, heal us up, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, the enemies are definitely getting a bit feistier here.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna pop up. Well, we don't really need to go up here. You can see one of the airships. Now there's a new one over here, but I don't think we can do anything with it. So we'll check.
And now that there's encounters, maybe it's gonna be a bit more or a little less worth it.
Yeah. So we'll just cut and meet you guys back inside.
Indeed, yes.
Nice, Tifa.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Crit damage.
Almost 2k damage.
Alright, so I think we can run up to this. Oh my god, are you serious?
Oh man. Can't even move 2 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so now we're at the actual airship and we can't really do anything, so we're just gonna head back.
Alright. Yeah, it was worth a shot, I guess.
Yeah, just to see if they would interact in some way.
Right, yeah. Could have been something great. Something
can happen with that airship a little bit later on. But apparently now is not the time.
What? Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, the only other place you didn't go? Oh, man.
I think you mean the only other place I did go. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
I haven't had a girlfriend in 18 years, and I'm a romantic. Jeez.
Is he, like, eyeing down Cloud right now? I haven't known the touch of a woman. 18 years.